I honestly think that I have one of the most unique places on the internet as far as for political commentary, which is I'm somebody who ran for office. I have helped people actually win offices at the state, local, and federal level. I'm well educated as far as the law goes, attending law school. I have experience in all sorts of areas that I don't think very few political commentators have the depth and breadth of experience that I have. And so we're able to not only have an intelligent electoral perspective and analysis, but I'm also somebody who has an ideological perspective that you're not going to find on mainstream media. Mainstream media does not want to have a legitimate democratic socialist perspective. It's not permitted. And because I am ideologically educated, because I'm experienced, I could provide you with a intelligent, knowledgeable perspective. But with all due respect, I'm shilling for myself, so I gotta sell myself, chat, on things like electoral politics, on evaluating so-called socialist politicians without becoming insane. And because I have that ideological grounding, you're never going to see me fly off and endorsing Trump. You're not going to see me like Jimmy Dore or Tulsi Gabbard. You're not going to see me as Dr. Fishbones or whatever the fuck their name is, falling for the dumb. Like, you're not going to see me become so polarized against libs that I fall into the camp of Donald Trump and fascism. This is why this channel is so unique. There are other democratic socialist channels. There are other progressive electoral channels. There are other channels that talk about the issues that I talk about and care about the things that I care about. But there are very few other people who have the breadth of experience and knowledge, both practical in the real world and also the intellectual and academic grounding to talk about these issues at a deeper level. I could talk to you about international law because I studied international law. I could talk to you about running for office because I ran for office. I could talk to you about history because I studied history and philosophy and political science and law. And I've applied those things in the real world. I could talk to you about winning socialist campaigns because I have letters from winning socialist politicians in my back pocket. So when we talk about these issues, this stream is going to provide you a perspective that you're not going to get anywhere else. And I'm not a Democratic Party shill, and I'm balanced. I'm an actually balanced person. When the Democrats do something that is an effective policy, I tell you it's an effective policy. When the Democrats do something right, I can tell you the Democrats do something right. It just so happens it doesn't happen very often. I'm not going to get caught up in the hype, but I'm also normal. I can enjoy things. I'm not going to tell you that sex is reactionary. I'm not going to tell you you're not allowed to play a video game or whatever the fuck else. I'm going to be normal. I'm not going to be a sexist freak or a racist. Jokes are allowed. There are I really don't think there's another channel that's like this channel. The only way these type of channels and this type of politics is going to exist is if we all take ownership of it and contribute and believe in it and support it and push it. That's the only way. We're not going to get help from the billionaires. We're not going to get help from the capitalist class. We're not going to get help from institutions. This is a bottom-up grassroots movement. That's the only way it's going to exist, period. The powers that be do not want us there. The powers that be don't want me challenging the perspectives that they are promoting. They want people who are shills, who are opportunists, who are social climbers, who are careerists, who only care about a paycheck and will sell out. And one of the things that is really amazing about this channel, the thing that makes it such a joy for me, is that I don't ever have to sell out ever. I don't have to sell out to advertisers. I don't have to sell out to a political party. I don't have to sell out to a politician. I could just tell you what I think, and I have complete freedom to tell you the truth. There are very, 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 very few places where that's true. I don't have a boss. I don't have advertisers I have to cater to. I can just give you my analysis. I can tell you what I believe to be the truth. I can tell you what I'm compromising on and what I believe is correct. Like when I say I largely support AOC, that is a compromise on my part. But I am calculating according to a whole bunch of different possibilities. And I don't always get it right. But when I make mistakes, I always reckon with those mistakes. And I will do exactly what I believe to be right. And that is the freedom that you can help create by supporting this stream. We could build a new leftist movement. And, you know, Chad, I've been really pondering like the grand, you know, listen, we have a few thousand people here, but if we could get 10, 15, 20% of this community to act in a disciplined way, we can exercise power. We could exercise real power. We could swing legislative districts. We could swing congressional districts. Maybe not completely, but a point or two. This is the type of stuff that I think that we, as we go forward, need to start reckoning with, is that we live in a different type of world than we did 10 years ago or 5 years ago. And I think the Gaza war has really showed it to me that people really do listen to alternative media voices. You know, in this community, Hassan's community, all our allied communities, whether it's Yogopnik, whether it's Second Thought, whether it is Hakeem, whether it is Hassan Stream, whether it is Bremlo or Denims or whoever else. This is the type of stuff that we have to build up if we're going to actually see leftism continue to proliferate, because there are massive, gigantic forces that are aligned against us who hate the fact that we've created an informational ecosystem that's outside of the control of the capitalist class. They fucking despise it. I'm ready to storm the Bastille again, Mike. They will never expect it. Hell yeah, dude. Anyway, chat, if you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting it by subscribing at tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3 sub. If you have Amazon Prime, you can attach that to your Twitch account. You get 1 free sub a month. That's your Twitch Prime sub. You can also support the stream by gifting subs. There's a lot of people here working paycheck to paycheck, parents of young children, college students, people on a fixed income because of retirement or disability, or just people struggling to make ends meet.